All right, you had somebody comment on one of my videos asking if we were okay because they saw that our house was in a holler. We're in good shape. We're actually up a pretty good distance elevation-wise above the creek, but I thought I would show you what's going on because it started raining again. Here's a little ditch in our front yard. Oh snap, I need to clean some limbs out of here. A lot of the flooding damage like this that happens because stuff like this blocks the upper end and catches a bunch of other crap. And so the water can't get out. All right, got that cleaned out. 30 seconds, it's already quit running over the driveway. Just a bunch of sticks got hung against the upper end of the culvert. All right, here's our driveway. I know you can't really see the slope of it, but we're dropping here about another 6 feet to the road. This is the road, or was. I've got some old tires there that seem to be doing a pretty decent job because a few years back it flooded really bad like this and a big piece of the road here fell out. So I took some old school bus and tractor tires and put in there and fixed that, and they seem to be holding pretty good. Here's our front yard, Alistair's little place he calls the jungle. Now what's wild is this is literally, it starts on this hillside. This is just runoff off this hill. There's no other streams going into this. And it runs down and goes across and into the creek down here by the culvert. And this is the culvert. That's the road. So we're stuck until this stops. I stuck a tire in there a while back because this washed out. I got a bunch of brush here. It seems to be doing an okay job of pushing the water away from us. And I don't see any tree limbs, but now there's no way I'd walk in that and stick my arm down there to try to get a tree limb. I'd get swept off. There's no way I could fight against that like I can the little one in the front yard. Put a couple tires in here a while back. Yep, they're still in there because this washed out real bad, so they're holding that. Yep, Mom's Little Creek's having the same problem. So let me show you something. A lot of the time you can prevent so much flood damage by just getting the crap out of the culverts. There we go, 5 seconds after pulling this stuff off the end of her culvert, and it's no longer running out in her yard. Well, coming back from cleaning out Mom's culvert, and we've got something new. There you go. At least it's not stuck inside the culvert though. At least it's on top and not blocking the end of it. So as you can see, in terms of elevation, our house is still pretty safe even though the creek has broken its bank. The rain has slacked off a little bit, but here's the thing. This creek starts on this holler. There is nothing else that feeds this except runoff from these hills. If you go up this holler far enough, there is no creek. It starts here. But once you take this creek and the one from the next holler and the one from the next holler, and they all run into the river down by the main road, and they run on down the state, and they're going to become somebody else's problem. So even though we're safe because there's not much else feeding into this except its own runoff, all of this has to go somewhere, and it's going to end up on down the state and somebody else's problem, and they're still flooded in places. So be safe out there, pay attention to your surroundings, and if you're in a position to help people, please do so.